ball there, boy.
Picture three chain gang fugitives: George Clooney's silver-tongued Everett, Tim Blake Nelson's dim but lovable Delmar, and John Turturro's perpetually peeved Pete, shackled together, stumbling through Mississippi's dusty fields to the soulful twang of Poe Lazarus. Oh brother, where art thou?
Jesus! Can I count on you people?
Sorry, Everett.
The Coen Brothers' 2000 masterpiece is a screwball odyssey weaving bluegrass, comedy, and southern myth into a sepia-toned fever dream that feels like it rolled out of a jukebox from a honky-tonk in hell. But the behind-the-scenes saga? It's wilder than a Soggy Bottom Boys hoedown, fueled by moonshine and terrible ideas. From a script based on a book the Coens never read to a soundtrack that rewrote American music, we're digging into 20 facts that'll make you love this film more than Everett loves his Dapper Dan pomade. Buckle up. Fact number 17 will hit you like a runaway cow, and Studio Scoop's got the banjo tuned for this dusty, epic ride. The opening credits boldly claim Oh Brother is based upon the Odyssey by Homer, but Joel and Ethan Coen admitted they never cracked the Greek epic. Their research was a patchwork of pop culture scraps, bits from old movies, TV tropes, and hazy high school Cliffs Notes from their Minnesota days. They initially pitched a Wizard of Oz-style tale of three escaped cons chasing freedom, and Odyssey parallels like the Cyclops, Big Dan Teague, Sirens, and Penelope's suitors crept in by accident. Tim Blake Nelson, a classics major from Brown, was the only one who'd studied Homer, laughing at the Coens' bluff in a 2000 Entertainment Weekly interview. They leaned on comic book versions for inspiration, turning ignorance into genius. X-fans in 2025 roast this with memes joking the Coens adapted Homer via Saturday morning cartoons. It's proof you don't need a toga to craft a masterpiece, just a sly wink and storytelling swagger. That quirky title, lifted straight from 1941's Sullivan's Travels, where a director dreams of a serious Depression-era flick called Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The Coens, lifelong cinephiles, flipped it into a slapstick epic mocking highbrow art while honoring Preston Sturges's satire of pretentious filmmaking. The title's layered joke, pretending to be profound while reveling in absurdity, mirrors Everett's conman charm, passing off pomade as philosophy. X posts in 2025 call it a cinephile Easter egg, with fans sharing clips tying it to Sturges's legacy. It's a love letter to classic Hollywood, wrapped in a banjo riff, proving the Coens are as clever as Everett dodging a bloodhound with a tall tale. George Clooney didn't need a script to sign on as Everett. One phone call from Joel Coen, riding the high of Fargo and The Big Lebowski, and he was in. Fresh off ER and Out of Sight, Clooney told Vanity Fair in 2000 he bet on their weirdness, trusting their dialogue magic without reading a page. His gamble birthed a career-defining role, with his silky drawl-stealing scenes. X-fans in 2025 hail it as Clooney's peak, with gifs of Everett's pomade rants going viral. It's like conning a bank with nothing but charm. Clooney's leap was bolder than a chain gang breakout in broad daylight, cementing his star power. To nail Everett's southern twang, Clooney, a Kentucky native, sent the script to his Baptist uncle Jack, a tobacco farmer, to record lines on a tape recorder. Jack's drawl was perfect, except he scrubbed every damn and hell, believing folks don't talk like that round here. Clooney arrived on set with a sanitized performance, forcing a frantic relearn when the Coens caught the missing swears. He laughed about it in a 2000 Rolling Stone interview, calling Jack the preacher who derailed my prep. X-users love this, with gifs of Everett preaching captioned, "Uncle Jack's clean con." It's like Everett selling gospel in a speakeasy, pure comedic sabotage that nearly turned the film G-rated. Tim Blake Nelson, the lovably dim Delmar, lived a double life during filming. By day, he dodged bloodhounds in Mississippi. By night, he edited O, his directorial debut, adapting Shakespeare's Othello, in his hotel room. As the only cast member who'd read the Odyssey, Nelson juggled two literary classics, calling it insane in a 2001 IndieWire interview. The Coens marveled at his grit, joking he was Delmar with a laptop. Nelson told Variety he barely slept, cutting scenes between takes. X-fans in 2025 dub it Coen-level multitasking, with memes of Delmar directing. His hustle was like starring in one epic while crafting another, a one-man Odyssey that added heart to his wide-eyed charm. John Turturro's snarling Pete was his fourth Coen role after Miller's Crossing, Barton Fink, and The Big Lebowski. A trusted member of their actor troupe, he mentored newbies like Nelson, assuring them the Coen scripts double in magic on screen, per a 2000 Variety chat. His ease with their quirky style made Pete's rants pop, like a hog yelling at sirens in overalls. Turturro ad-libbed Pete's grumpiest lines, adding spice that fans on X still quote in 2025 threads. His Coen cred is as solid as Everett's pomade obsession, making him the glue in their cinematic universe. The film's dusty sepia glow was a Hollywood first. The entire feature was color-corrected digitally, a groundbreaking move in 2000. Roger Deakins and the Coens scanned every frame, muting greens and boosting browns for a Depression-era vibe, detailed in American cinematographer. This tech leap set a new standard, now used industry-wide from Avengers to Oppenheimer. Deakins called it painting with pixels, giving the film its postcard from hell look. Ex-cinephiles in 2025 geek out over this, with threads praising Deakins' wizardry. It's like Everett slicking up reality with a digital Dapper Dan, pure visual alchemy. The Coens craved a sun-scorched dust bowl, but Mississippi's summer was greener than Ireland. Deakins groaned in a 2000 LA Times interview. Shooting in Yazoo City and Vicksburg, lush fields clashed with their parched vision, forcing the digital color fix. Extras sweltered in wool to mimic the 30s, and the crew battled bugs and humidity. Deakins recalled a swampy nightmare of vibrant chaos. It's like Everett trying to con a forest into a desert. Pure Coen determination to bend nature to their will. Mississippi swamps teemed with snakes, so the crew hired a pro snake catcher, who quipped his job title was Idiot in a 2001 Variety anecdote. Patrolling Vicksburg sets, he nabbed rattlers daily, sharing near-miss tales that spooked the cast. Nelson recalled a hiss-off halting a river scene. X-posts in 2025 love this Coen-esque quirk, with memes of Everett dodging vipers instead of sirens. It's like the sirens traded water for scales, Southern chaos at its wildest. The car-hit cow scene was so convincing, the American Humane Society swore it was real, looping footage in disbelief, per a 2001 Variety report. It was pure CGI, an early effects triumph crafted by ILM. The Coens laughed off the scrutiny, proud of their digital bovine. X-fans share gifs of the crash, calling it Everett's sneakiest con. It's like pulling a heist with a hologram cow, movie trickery that sparked debates and proved their tech prowess. We're halfway through this Coen Odyssey, and if these facts have you strumming like a Soggy Bottom Boy, smash that like button and subscribe for more Studio Scoop twang. Drop your favorite Oh Brother moment in the comments. Let's keep the banjo blazing. Clooney, Turturro, and Nelson were the Soggy Bottom Boys' faces, but Nashville pros sang most tracks. Dan Tyminski dubbed Clooney's Man of Constant Sorrow, with Harley Allen and Pat Enright harmonizing, per T-Bone Burnett's Billboard notes. Nelson's In the Jailhouse Now was live, his yodel stealing hearts on set. The Coens scouted bluegrass legends for authenticity, with Burnett handpicking talent. X-fans in 2025 stream it non-stop, with threads praising Tyminski's twang. It's like Everett lip-syncing to a Grammy, pure music magic that made the film sing. T-Bone Burnett's folk bluegrass soundtrack sold 8 million copies, dwarfing the film's $45 million box office per NPR. It topped Billboard, snagged a 2002 Grammy for Album of the Year, beating Dylan and Outkast, and sparked festivals like the Oh Brother tribute at Ryman Auditorium. Burnett curated Ralph Stanley and Alison Krauss, crafting a cultural juggernaut. X-posts call it the film's real hero, like Everett's song outshining his treasure hunt. The soundtrack didn't just sell, it launched a bluegrass revival. Ralph Stanley played arenas, and the Down from the Mountain tour sold out, per Rolling Stone. Bands like Mumford & Sons and the Avett Brothers rode this wave, with X-fans in 2025 crediting O Brother for Banjo Mania. It reshaped music, from church choirs to Coachella stages. The Coens were stunned, per a 2002 Paste interview, at their accidental music revolution. It's like Everett's hit record rewriting history. Tommy Johnson, the soul-selling guitarist, nods to bluesman Robert Johnson's Crossroads myth, detailed in Blues Review. Pappy O'Daniel mirrors Texas's flower-peddling governor, who won votes via radio hoedowns in the 30s, per Smithsonian. The Coens wove real history into their myth, blending truth and tall tales. X-fans love spotting these nods in 2025 threads, sharing Tommy's riffs. It's like Everett spinning a con with a banjo and a history lesson. Beneath the laughs, O Brother skewers Southern politics. Pappy's radio campaign mocks populist showmen, showing music trumps speeches, per a 2001 New York Times analysis. The Soggy Bottom Boys swing an election, proving entertainment's power. The Coens' jab, sharp as a siren song, resonates in 2025 X debates about media sway. It's like Everett conning voters with a catchy tune, canny and hilarious. Released in December 2000, O Brother hit pre-9/11, tapping a hunger for mythic Americana, per The Atlantic. Its faith, redemption, and dusty roads soothed 90s cynicism, with critics crediting its timing for cult status. X-fans in 2025 call it a nostalgia bomb, sharing clips of the baptism scene. The Coens caught a fleeting moment, like Everett's treasure landing at the perfect time. The Coens used dusty roads and tracks as transitions, echoing the Odyssey's episodic quests, per Deakins' Cinematography World interview. His meditative shots, Everett, Delmar, and Pete trudging, tie the chaos together, like Homer's chapters with banjos. Shot in rural Mississippi, these scenes took days to perfect, with Deakins chasing golden hour light. X-fans in 2025 obsess over this visual haiku, cinematic poetry that'll blow your mind. The Klan rally's eerie Busby Berkeley-style choreography, hundreds of robed extras in torchlit patterns, was a logistical beast. Shot over 4 days in a Mississippi field, it blended menace with satire, per a 2000 LA Times piece. The Coens hired a choreographer to sync the march, turning hate into a surreal spectacle. X-posts call it Hell's Square Dance, a chillingly brilliant scene that nails the film's tone. O Brother spawned documentaries, tribute albums, and church sing-alongs, per Paste. Its folk revival proved audiences craved raw art, pushing Hollywood to chase authenticity with films like Inside Llewyn Davis. X-posts in 2025 celebrate covers by modern bands, from folk fests to TikTok. The Coens, per a 2003 NPR interview, were floored by the impact. It's like Everett's song birthing a music dynasty, pure legacy. In 2012, Mitt Romney named O Brother his favorite film, per Politico, a politician loving a satire of rebels. This quirky fandom, echoed on X with memes of Romney as Pappy, shows the film's wild reach, crossing party lines like Everett charming a governor. The Coens, per a 2012 Guardian quip, found it hilariously bizarre. It's Coen irony at its finest. Politics meets pomade. Which fact struck a chord? Clooney's censored drawl or the music empire? Spill in the comments. We read them all. Love these O Brother scoops? Smash like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more studio scoop gems. Want another Coen hit? Holler below. That's the scoop on O Brother, Where Art Thou? A banjo-charged Odyssey wilder than Everett's wildest con. From a fake Odyssey to a bluegrass revolution, it's Coen magic at its peak. At Studio Scoop, we're digging up the zaniest movie secrets to keep your twang alive. Join the Scoop Squad, hit subscribe, and let's ramble into the next dusty adventure. Until then, keep your pomade slick and your sorrow constant.